Now you guys know since I, topped this regional with Neos, instead of our Trinity Wolf playmat, you already know we gotta show respects to the homie Neos here. We're gonna be doing this deck profile on this Elemental Hero Neos 20th anniversary playmat. So, alright you guys, destroy that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and let's get into this amazing deck profile. Alright you guys, so let's get into this deck profile. I know you guys have been waiting for this deck profile for a long time. Because, it's been a couple days since the event, but here it finally is. So, of course, gonna start off with our triple copies of Vision Hero Ferris. Obviously, pretty standard to start off with these three. And then, of course, 2 copies of Vion with 1 increase. I don't know what the deal is. Considering the fact that I play a 50-card deck, like, so many matches, this card wanted to be in my opening hand. Like, it's just, I don't understand. Like, I just guess I just have like a thing with increase. Like, I don't know. I guess he just really loves me. But, of course, we got 2 copies of Elemental Hero Stratos, 2 copies of Shadow Mist, 1 Liquid Soldier, and of course, since we got Neos in our build, we have 1 Elemental Hero Spirit of Neos with 1 Elemental Hero Neos. So that is it for our Elemental Heroes. Now onto our Destiny Hero engine. Of course, we got 1 Destiny Hero Plasma, followed by 2 Destiny Hero Malicious, 1 Destiny Hero Denier, and then of course, Destiny Hero Dark Angel. Now I will say for this event, Dark Angel put way more work in than Plasma did. But of course, Plasma's always there to help with those situations where you just really need him. Because I've made Plasma and then he wins me the game, but Dark Angel kind of just really just shuts down a lot of decks right now. So that's it for our Destiny Hero part. And then of course, since we're also playing Spatians, we've got our 1 Cross Keeper, 1 Neospatian Aqua Dolphin, 1 Neospatian Dark Panther, and 1 Neospatian Grand Mold. Now it was just really funny when playing this deck at there, and everybody around, when they see me either search for these or even summon them, they were just like, whoa, what? But yeah, these are pretty much the 3 best Spatians in the entire deck. So but that is actually it for our monsters. So yeah, no ashes, no nothing. The reasoning behind no hand traps such as Ash, even though Ash is just the best one, I just did not want it to run into anything like triple tactics talents. And a few times it has happened when I've had monsters on my board, so I didn't want to run. I didn't want to run into talents, and then just them rip a combo piece out of my hand. I just didn't want to do it, so we just took Ash Blossom out. So, of course, now onto our spells. We're playing triple copies of Hero Lives. These are pretty much our searchers. Reinforcements, Foolish, and 1 in Shuffle. Then, of course, follow 3 copies of Fusion Destiny. Obviously, we're going to always play this card at 3. This is not, with this particular build, this is not really the best thing to start off with, because then you can't really do any of the, Spatian stuff and all that with Spirit Neos, but it's just the best backup or top deck card you could ever ask for. So, always 3 copies of Fusion Destiny, 2 copies of Polymerization, 1 Miracle Fusion, 1 Polymerization. I don't understand people playing 1 Polymerization, especially in the meta where people can banish the top cards of your deck or mill your stuff. So I don't understand why you'd only want to play 1. And I always like seeing Polymerization, so it's never a brick to me. We're a fusion deck. Like, I don't understand why some people think oh, it's a brick. But we're playing a fusion deck. How is Polymerization a brick? And of course, still 2 copies of Mass Change. And that was pretty much just it for our fusions and hero stuff. Now kind of for our spell disruption. So this was actually the first event I'm actually played triple tactics thrust in, and I gotta tell you guys, if you can be able to have access to this card, I highly recommend you get access to triple tactics thrust. Like, this card is just stupid insane. And you can see why, because you can just search for just any spell. Like, there's games where I was like, okay, Thrust, search for Hero Lives, search for Fusion Destiny. Like, it's insane. Like, this card is insane. So, I recommend getting Triple Tactics Thrust. And then, of course, 1 Triple Tactics Talents. The reason why for 1, you can basically search for it. So, just 1 Triple Tactics Talents. And 2 copies of Droplets. And 1 Call By. 2 Book of Moon with 1 Eclipse. Kind of funny enough, this would actually be 3 Eclipse. If I had 3 Eclipse. But I actually really enjoyed seeing Book of Moon. Especially when you only really needed to target 1 monster anyway. Especially for like when I've used Stratos and they have like a targeting effect like Imperm or Effect Veiler. I was like, oh, I'll just flip him face down and I'll still get my search. And then a Book of Eclipse just really just does so much work against Kashtira. And then of course, last but not least for our spells, 1 Dark Ruler No More. Also because if we're going first, not really the best card to see in your opening hand. And then if going second, we can still try to kill our opponent. That's why the Droplets. But we really need this for like Kashtira or just a board that just has too many negates on it. Also, searchable with Thrust. And then for our traps, 2 Imperm, 1 Dimensional Barrier. This was actually supposed to be a pointer of the Red Lotus, but I actually couldn't get one in time, so I just decided to main deck one of these instead since, yet again, searchable with Triple Tactics Thrust, which I've done actually plenty of times during the event. And then last but not least, our favorite contact. Alright you guys, that was 50 cards for the main deck. Like I don't see how I could possibly go back to a 40 card deck anymore, but that was it for our main deck. Now on to our extra deck. Of course we're going to start off with our Link Monsters, 2 Cross Crusader, 1 Infernal Divisor. Now this is the one that lets you basically search for the Neospatians. You summon this. Typically you want to summon Cross Crusader first before Infernal Divisor because this guy's a fiend. And since Cross takes 2 warriors, it's easier to go into Cross, then you make Infernal Divisor, then of course, then we go into our 1 Wonder Driver. And now of course if you guys want to see combo videos, just be sure to let me know in the comment section below and just destroy that thumbs up button so I know you guys want to see a combo video with this deck. Now of course onto our Elemental Heroes, 2 copies of Elemental Hero Sunrise. The reason why for 2 is because most of the time the very first one we make is obviously going to be used for our Sunrise is going to be basically used to wake up your Elemental Hero every single time. So that way, if we really need to make our second one with favorite contact, or for the fusion, or for the Miracle Fusion that we reset, we can just make another copy of him as well. And then we've got 1 Absolute Zero, 1 Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, 1 Nebula Neos, and then 1 Cosmo Neo. So finally got the collector's rare, you guys. I don't know why it's not working with me there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we got the collector's rare. It's a very, very beautiful card. I wish I bought it at the beginning of the event so I would have played with it, but that's all right. It was basically my prize. So, and then of course, just for our Masked Heroes, we got, I don't know why it's messing up with this. There we go. So we got 1 Blast and 1 Dark Law. Blast really never ever came up. Dark Law kind of did every now and then, but you know, until we need a more, until we get some more opponents that really are graveyard reliant, there's really no reason to play more than just only 1 Dark Law right now. And then of course for our Destiny Hero package, 1 Dystopia, 1 Dangerous, and of course the king himself, Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. And of course, you know, we gotta flex with the all ever beautiful Starlight rare. But yeah, you guys, that was it for the deck. Because this was a regional, I will actually do the side deck for you guys. Because normally I don't do side decks in my deck profiles, but because it was, you know, a regional, I will do it for you guys. So of course, starting off, triple copies of Nibiru the Primal Being. Pretty much speaks out for itself. Destroying cash, or any other rogue decks. 2 Droll and Logbird. The only time I really sided this was like against Runic. And yeah, I know I got the ugly gold rares, but that's what I had, alright? And then pretty much Spell and Trap Hate, 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Feather Duster, double Cosmic. The reason why one of these also searchable, Thrust. These aren't searchable, so I wanted to play a little bit more copies of those. And then, of course, the other additions to Dark Ruin or Moors. 2 Rivalry and 2 Judgment. Now the reason for Judgment is just so we can basically protect our board when we go first. You know, from like things like evenly matched, or just if we couldn't give them Dark Angel, just try to protect Plasma or just any of our boss monsters as much as possible. And then obviously with Rivalry, if they have Dark Angel and we basically flip this over, it's basically GG. So yeah, that was it for the deck profile, you guys. Like I said again, if you guys want to see combo videos, be sure to destroy that thumbs up button and leave a comment down below so I know you want to see it. And this is going to be your boy Trinity Wolf signing out, and I will see you guys in the next one.